Bonjour, boys. I'm up and about today. I'm good to go. No hangover, no second night fever. I'm back, baby.
And no boys, because the Bish is here for the Bears Head Bishy.
Good afternoon. Oh, good morning, Missile.
Hi, Bish. Good to see you. Well, good to hear you.
You too. Listen, I just want to know how you're sleeping. You're not doing the cardboard bed thing?
I'm not doing the cardboard bed thing. I have seen all the videos from athletes in the village. It hasn't gone down too well with those guys. Plus the no aircon. It's not hot over here yet, guys. It's about 25 degrees of a day, but starting from Saturday, we've got a run of 30 degrees and sunny for the next week. So those athletes are going to be feeling it in the village.
Hey, Missile, just from what you'd know or hear, athlete v. athlete, all the athletes are in town there in Paris, the romantic place it is. Has there been a romantic dalliance, an athlete with an athlete, to this point prior to it starting? What's your guess?
Oh, look, I categorise people in the village in two sections, Joel. There's the competitors, the ones that are there to win medals, and there's the tourists. Yeah. They're the ones that have always wanted to go to Olympics, but there's not much chance of a medal, probably not even a final, if I'm being honest. And I would say they're already rooting like rabbits.
Oh, rabbits of the
Does that mean
R.
they're cheering on the sideline for all the other athletes that want to win a medal?
Look, they get their work done early in the morning in the heats, Michelle, and then they're tourists by night.
Oh, that's magnificent stuff.
You go.
Magnificent stuff. Now, we caught you on first night fever. Tell us about second night.
Second night, feeling a little bit rattled after that first night, so took it pretty easy. One thing I've noticed over here in Paris, the food. I want to talk about the food.
Yeah.
Now, I'm looking around at all these French people, and Fletch was right with his observation that they are smaller by nature.
It was my observation, not Fletcher's.
Oh, was it? Okay. Short and slim. And I don't know how, because anywhere you go, it's bread, it's sugar, it's carbs, it's Nutella, chocolate on everything, croissants everywhere. I don't know. I am struggling to find something healthy to eat. So I went to an Italian restaurant last night. I had to scrape through the cheese to get to the pasta. It was dead set 5 centimetres thick of cheese before I got to any pasta. Look, tasted delicious, but I don't know how these guys over here stay so thin.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, they all talk about the French and smoking. Is things sort of changed over there too in terms of, vaping? Is that more the done thing?
They're all vaping, but they've got these massive vapes. You know, in Australia, they've got those little ones that almost look like a toy with like cartoons on them and stuff.
Yeah.
Over here, they've got these big, permanent-looking vapes, probably the size of your fist, that seem to be rechargeable or refillable by nature. And they're just hoofing away on those up and down the footpaths, in the restaurants, on public transport. Big vapors, the French, yeah.
Hey, Missile, why don't you do what I did? So, can you please do this? So, I took Kobe up to the Eiffel Fountain, and we were actually already engaged. And I had, I got down in front of her in the lift and proposed to everyone. And I said, "Oh, how romantic is that? Can you just do it? Can you please?" Like everyone's saying, is the Missile coming back engaged? Is there any chance?
We can't tell us.
Unders 18 months.
Yeah.
No, the problem at the moment, Joel, so we've got the opening ceremony up the Seine. That's tomorrow, our time.
Yep.
So that part of the city is closed off at the moment, around the Eiffel Tower, around the river, all that sort of jazz. So can confirm that won't be happening over the next few days at least.
Ooh,
but I wanted to talk about the opening ceremony. So they announced the flag bearers. Got the hockey roo, and of course we've got Jess Fox. I was at Jess Fox's first Olympics right back in London. She's now at her fourth.
Wow.
She's got the whole family thing going on, dad coaches, sisters in the team as well, which is a great story. Just a little thought-provoking thing here. So we've got our opening ceremony flag bearers.
Yep.
Now we know the swimmers won't be at the opening ceremony. They're not allowed to go because they start competing day one. So swimmers never go to the opening ceremony. This Olympics, the athletes will be sent home no more than 48 hours after they finish competing, most of them the next day. All right? So our swimmers will swim for 7 days. Day 8, gone. No closing ceremony for the swimmers either, unless they can find accommodation in Paris and pay for it out of their own pocket.
Which you would,
and you can imagine what the price of you can imagine what the price of accommodation would be here in Paris at the moment, but also how hard it is to get accommodation here. I remember when my parents came to watch me at Olympics, they were staying so far away from the venues and stuff because it was impossible to find accommodation. And that was London. Couldn't find accommodation in London.
Wow.
So hypothetically, right, let's say Ariane goes on to win her 4th, 5th, 6th gold medal, Olympic gold medal, or let's say Molly O'Callaghan ends up at the end of this Olympics with 5 gold medals, or Kaylee McEwen ends up with 4 or 5 gold medals. You would assume one of them would be picked as the flag bearer for the closing ceremony.
Yes.
So, if that's the case, do the Olympic Committee, after week 1, go, we're going to hedge our bets here and assume that Ariane's going to be the closing ceremony flag bearer, so we'll make an exception for just her and keep her in the village for the second week? Or do they say, look, to be fair, everyone's getting kicked out of the village, so we'll kick you out as well, but we'll pay for you to find a hotel in Paris? Or do they say to her, look, there's a good chance you're going to be the flag bearer, so can you go and find some accommodation and pay for it on the off chance that we do make that decision at the end of that second week? I mean, it's pretty murky waters.
I tell you what, Michelle, that's a great chat.
That's the theme over there, isn't it? Murky waters.
My best guess is, Michelle and Missile, that's a very, very good chat, Missile. My best guess is they'd have a couple of rooms booked and they'd be saying, we'll handpick them at the end of the swimming. We've got flights going back. We've got you covered here. That's how they have to play. You couldn't put it on like that. That is the crow of the early variety massively. If you said to Ariane Titmus, you're going to carry the flag now, if she knew right now at the closing ceremony, they couldn't do that, could they?
No, they couldn't do that because she's racing Katie Ledecky, of course. So there's no guaranteed gold medal. Just on that one as well, guys. So the American swim team had their press conference yesterday before the swimming starts. They put up a lot of B-grade talent, but they did have Katie Ledecky there. Katie Ledecky, throughout the press conference, refused to say Ariane Titmus's name, a la Kevin Walters and Queensland.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe she's got the coach whisperer over here. I'm not sure.
Wow.
But refused to say Ariane Titmus's name.
Wow.
And she's done this in the past as well. And in stark contrast to that, Ariane has always taken this rivalry head on. She's never refused to say her name. She's always said that her goal is to beat Katie Ledecky. Katie Ledecky was the world record holder, the women's swimming GOAT. Yeah, she was the women's swimming GOAT leading up to Tokyo. No one had ever beaten her in her events. Since then, Ariane's just dominated her for the past 4 years. Every time they race, Ariane's won gold. She now has the world record in the 400 free. She has the world record in the 200 free. And if she can get that double again here in Paris, she'll be the first female swimmer from Australia, to win 2 gold medals in 2 individual events at back-to-back Olympics. Thorpe couldn't do it,
but
Ariane could be the first Australian athlete in history to do it.
Hey, Miss, I'll appreciate your time once more. We've only got 30 seconds, but who typically wins the pool? We know it's always about Australia and America, but who wins the pool? Who's going to win the pool this time? Of course, the French, the home side. Are they a contender?
Yeah, so 2 names to look out for at this Olympics from the French, which French love their swimming. It's not well known. Leon Marchand, who is basically the new Michael Phelps in medley swimming. Michael Phelps' coach, Bob Bowman, who's actually coaching this swimmer, and he's come onto the French national team for the first time ever. So he's left the American national team, come to the French national team. And then Florent Menadou, he's a 50 freestyler. He won gold all the way back in London. This is his 4th Olympics. He's kind of the face of the Olympics over here in France. If you give him a quick Google, looks like a bit of a male model. And both of those guys are going to be absolutely box office come swimming.
Good on you, Missile. Thank you, mate. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Shane.
Thanks, crew. Have a good one.
What a champion. Smash your next feed with DoorDash. Download the app today to get the best of your local neighbourhood delivered. A break and back with more.